Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the commencement of session 1B of oral presentations.
Presiding over the session will be our chairperson and judge, Professor D.P. Surya and Dr. Nilanda Surya. Mr. Dunit will be joining us as the timer.
Before we commence this session, we would like to remind the presenters of the following. Each of you will have 7 minutes to present your research. At the end of your time, you will have a Q&A session of 3 minutes. The total time allocated per presenter, therefore, is 10 minutes. There will be 1 bell ring at the end of 5 minutes and 2 bell rings at the end of 7 minutes.
With that being said, let us warmly welcome our first speaker for this session, Mr. S.P. Surasingha, to present their research on the impact of social anxiety on academic performance of medical undergraduates of the University of PERADENIYA.
So I am using 5 to present on the research attendance exploring the impact of social anxiety on academic performance of medical undergraduates at the University of PERADENIYA. So, what is social anxiety? Simply, social anxiety is the feeling of discomfort, fear, and anxiety of being negatively evaluated in a social situation. So, there are many factors affecting the academic performance of a student, but social anxiety is important. Social anxiety is important because it's often hidden and overlooked. So, and also we've seen many researches done in other countries regarding social anxiety and its effect in medical undergraduates. But in Sri Lanka, we didn't see any much research done. So we decided to do this research to bridge this gap and as an aid for future research. So this is our objective, to describe the impact of social anxiety on academic performance of medical undergraduates and specifically to determine the prevalence of social anxiety in medical undergraduates of batches 19, 20, and 2021. And to describe the association between social anxiety and academic performance of medical undergraduates. So how did we do our research? We did a descriptive cross-sectional study and we chose 3 methods for currently studying the faculty as a study population. And we, using study by pattern sampling method, we selected 274 medical undergraduates as a sample, and our study variables were social anxiety and academic performance. We measured social anxiety using the locally validated social anxiety scale. And scoring more than 39, the scale was considered as having social anxiety. Because we measured academic performance using by calculating GPA using the participants' immediate semester exam results. So we for data analysis, we marked the UNES and version of HPS software. So coming to results, I would like to give a brief introduction and description of our study population. As you can see, my academic year, more or less, the same number of students were in each batch in our sample, and by sex also female and students, more or less same number. Also, we analyze data regarding age, ethnicity, and residence. So, what we found out after analyzing data was that around 43.4% of students are suggesting of having social anxiety out of 274 participants. And this is the percentage exposed to fear and anxiety in different social situations. This is the Ligoid social anxiety scale. So, important points we found out from this was specifically around 19.3% of students had severe fear and anxiety of performing speech in front of a crowd. And also around 11.7% of students had severe anxiety of doing tasks while being observed. My bachelor's we found that the highest prevalence of social anxiety is referred in batch 1890. It was a 65.3 batches 1891. Regarding sex, out of female students, 47% of students were having social anxiety, and in males, it was 28.64. So, finally, we found out that there is statistically significant association between social anxiety and GPA. So, the higher the student scores in the university anxiety scale, were achieving less GPA score. So, these findings were also consistent with other researchers having other participants. So the main limitation we found out from our study was we had the GPA as a measure of performance, but mental education is not fully captured in the academic success of many of students. So for suggestions for future research, we suggest extending this research to include other medical factors in Sri Lanka. So we can do comparative studies regarding regional and specific variations of social anxieties on academic performance. And we also should consider cultural factors in future studies because we can have a better idea what causes social anxiety of the students, so we can directly address this. And also, we suggest exploring the information that support mechanisms, and we should evaluate the effectiveness of these programs in improving the academic performance and overall well-being of the students. So, in conclusion, there was 274 research, and we found out there's 43% of suggested kinds of social anxiety, and yes, there was a statistically significant association between social anxiety and academic performance. So these are references, and we would like to thank Professor Timecodes and Professor the Department of Economic Basing for the assistance and medical guidance. Specifically, we would like to thank the Department for allowing us to use the social access scale. And I would like to thank the leads of Batches 1819 and 2021 for their valuable participation.
Research in Japan.
The participant could choose which language and what she wanted. We sent the questionnaire in a form of Google form, and we sent you their email addresses. So depending on the participant, we can. Not actually. From the 1890 batch, around 78 participants were there, and after their data analytics, we found out that it's going to average height. Potentially low. The cost is increase in that 89.
So does that put us in a situation
Social anxiety, the person is having severe care anxiety. If he gets the attention in front of her, there's a social gathering. And I think denial anxiety, the person can get anxiety in any situation, not only the social gathering.
Yeah, well done. Interesting, that interesting paper. Just a question: why did you or your research group select this particular three batches?
Well, we excluded the first year and second year batches because they had much experience in the start, and we excluded the final year batches because they had finished their semester exams, and we used only the GPA as a measure of academic performance, and we didn't have any method to include clinical exposure to calculate the GPA. That's why we excluded the final year batches.
Yeah, because now if we are talking social anxiety, the first years, the newcomers will be more affected. Do you have any reason to exclude them except apart from the fact that maybe the GPA is not very good? Okay, that's all right.
Next up, we would like to invite Mr. H.S. Weirnecker, who will be delivering their presentation on psychological bullying and its associated factors among first-year undergraduates of the University of Peradeniya. Thank you.
So after talking about anxiety, so let's move on to complete topic, which is on psychological bullying. As a layman, you might think of it as some kind of act between underprivileged party and their manipulation by the powerful or more privileged group. So let's move on to the discussion. So very good morning to all and the respected matters and my name is Khalid. So let's start the discussion on psychological bullying and associated factors among the first year graduates of University of Peradeniya. So it's always good to talk a little bit about background study as we move on to a different topic. So the incidence of bullying, as we know, like from the local studies, which is done around 2011, it was estimated that 50% bullying that was studies that is from a study that was conducted in the faculty exit rate in America. So they are estimating that 50% of bullying, 80% of undergoing sexual harassment as well. So these two are different topics. So let's discuss more on how they differ from each other in the upcoming slides. And also, the other interesting fact that they are noted that even though they have undergone some kind of consequences and negative effects in subsequent bullying, they are tendency to seek the treatment and support from a third party, from a medical professional or their parents or any kind of adults. That is compared them low as shown here. So we need to focus on that as well. So in this direction, there are estimated prevalence of bullying in Sri Lanka by the UNICEF, India attached to the United Nations Organization. So in this head diagram, as you can see, the physical violence and psychological violence, mainly in the verbal, social and emotional forms, are considered as bullying. And when it is added to the sexual violence only, it considers as sexual harassment. So this shows the difference between bullying and sexual harassment. So our studies mainly are the bullying and mainly the victims of the bullying. So as introduction, we would like to introduce you the definition of bullying as proposed by the American Psychological Association as known as the APA. So the bullying is a form of aggressive behavior. Someone is intentionally and repeatedly forces for another person to cause up like injury, discomfort can be either due to physical or either physical or mental discomfort. Doesn't matter the form, anything considered as bullying. So the forms of bullying that we mainly assess in our study is physical bullying, verbal bullying, social or emotional bullying, and the cyberbullying and different forms of that as we mentioned in the slide. And also the consequences as noted by our study assessment and from the previous literature on the same topic is ranging from mild distress or even for suicidal thoughts as well. So the general objectives is basically to assess and describe the factors associated with bullying, especially on the first year undergraduates. And the specific objectives under that would be to consider the prevalence of bullying in this setting, as well as the analysis factors, as well as to determine the outcomes of bullying as well. So study design that we adopted to check these objectives are mainly distributed cross-sectional study. There we use 293 participants from medical, dental and allied health science faculties as they are interrelated to each other as the fact as we consider them as the faculties of medical education. And for that, for the collection of data, we use a Google form based questionnaire consists of 30 statements. And luckily, fortunately, we got a higher accept rate, which enabled us to validate our study as well as to visualize our findings as well. It is more than 90% for good response rate as well. So here we have demonstrated the pie chart based on the gender distribution of the participants among the participants who have responded from the study. The age range from 18 years to 25 years. So we can consider them as some kind of adolescent period and adolescent to and also, the main finding of our study was 6.85% of the selected students have undergone bullying. And in this graph, we have shown how they have varied around the forms of bullying as well as based on the faculties of bullying. So, the verbal, social, physical, and cyberbullying forms are mainly evident in faculties as we have got in our study. These are the associated factors, and as the significant findings are mentioned there. So the verbal bullying was evident most of the correlate with most of the associated factors, such as extracurricular activities, and those who are taking psychological treatments have more tendency to undergo verbal bullying and cyberbullying forms as well, as shown in the graph. The main findings was to clear the outcomes of bullying. So we have categorized it as factors that are related to the academics and for the relationship and as well as addiction and the factors mainly affecting for their sleep as well as for some somatic manifestation of the bullying that we have about such as bullying and discrimination and most notably and most worryingly the suicide ideation which was associated with social forms of bullying such as driving and as well as public humiliation. And also the treatment seeking behavior, as noted by the previous literature as well, it was usually less, which is accounting for that less than 25%. So those who have seriously sought treatments, all of them were more than 22 years. And also they are mostly from the medical and privilege compared to other faculties as well. And also the significant findings as they were shown at findings as shown in this diagram. So as a conclusion, there is likely a tendency to underreport the overall areas of bullying. So we need to address and address by intervention and measures to prevent and address the fact of bullying. There are some limitations that we have to defeat from the ideal goals, such as making the baseline and validating it, and analyzing tools that we have to shift from SPSs to German software, as well as the data collection side, and also the variable selection, given some of the limitations that we try to overcome this by substituting the facts that we consider. And also we need to acknowledge the participants of academic data and analytical sciences as well as these of the respective faculties, as well as we need to implement these interventions and future research mainly regarding the low university behavior as well as policy implementation to address this matter of bullying, which is again in these three faculties. So thank you very much. That's all from our side.
Yeah, thank you for that interesting presentation again. And I have a few queries to ask you. One is your topic says undergraduates of University of PERADENIYA.
Yes,
It's whole university. And then you have studied the medical related subspecialties.
So, yes, ma'am. So initially, madam, we thought of doing selecting all the faculties, like faculty of science and arts. So with the limited time periods for us to really correct them, and as well as to minimize the complexity of the study, and as well as we need to see as in the general perception, in the general idea, there's an idea that these three faculties, because of the heavy workload and other stuff, they might have low tendency to go under bullying. And as medical undergraduates, as we are working in the healthcare base, we need to sort that, we need to find out whether that is actually true or not regarding these three faculties. And since they are interrelated, we thought of studying using these people.
In such a situation, I would rather suggest that you change your topic maybe because the topic includes the whole all the university, and we of course have heard reports of other faculties being involved more like you say these three faculties might be subjected to less bullying than others. So what do you have to mention?
Is only a great idea. So we have to think about that as well. So another way to make the to present the title with concise form, we can sort of assembly these as because in the abstract section we have explained that we have associated these three faculties. So we sort of giving idea.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our next presenter, Ms. N.K. Pudaratna, to present their research on association between emotional intelligence and coping skills among first-year medical undergraduates of the University of Peradeniya.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to that's got so some things that the first year people better academy is much less free than the other lectures because the academic choice is right. However, previous researchers have found out that first year medical undergraduates face unique set of stresses during this transitional period. For most adults, this is the first time they are living away from home. And the academic environment of the university is much different than the school academic environment. Also, as they are living away from home, they are living away from their support system as well. So, to maintain a good well-being during this time period, individuals should have a good set of coping skills. So, how will they improve this coping skills during this time period? So, from the previous literature, we have found out that there is a correlation between emotional intelligence and coping skills. So, from this study, we aim to narrow the gap in research regarding emotional intelligence as coping skills among medical undergraduates. And also, we believe that understanding emotional intelligence and coping skills will help us to build better support strategies for first year activities during this challenging time. So, our objective is to describe emotional intelligence and coping skills of first year undergraduates while discussing the associated with so, we selected a cross-sectional study and offered study population of the first year after relatives of first and our population size was 237. And we collected our data with self-administered online machine and for data analysis, we use basis of. So, our data collection consists of three parts: demographic data, trade emotional intelligence, and data. The training of emotional intelligence is psychological. Third one, training it describes emotional intelligence under four self-control, emotional well-being, and social. We have it was designed by C.S. Carroll, 1989, to explore the range of coping. This describes 14 different coping styles. They can be compared to problem-based coping, emotional-based coping, and other coping. So, from that, so under the first, I mean, 208 students responded to our question, and the respondents were female and male students, 98.5 and 76% respectively. When we consider the emotional intelligence of this batch, the well-being was much higher than any other studies, and the emotionality was shown in the lowest. When we compare female and male students, there was no significant difference after being exposed between the emotional intelligence and the substance. And when we come to cognitive skills, problem-based coping was much higher in this batch, which is positive. And avoided coping was the least among the substance. And when we compare female and male students, there was no significant difference in emotional-based coping and problem-based coping. However, there was not coping was significantly higher in male students than female students. When we look at the coping studies, 14 of where out of 14 coping styles, there was no significant prevalence in male. However, some was highly significant in male figures that and later the disengagement was also higher in these two substances are related to disengagement of so the mean of correlation, there was no correlation between motion and distances and avoided body. However, there was a correlation that's significant also 0.01 with cognitive coping and emotional coping with emotional intelligence. And we also look at the correlation with functional physical component number of readings with the mentor. However, there was no significant difference. So, for the previous studies, there was a positive relationship of emotional intelligence and cognitive scope and a negative relationship of emotional intelligence. Or, in our study, we didn't find any relationship with the correlation between emotional intelligence and cognitive scope. From a real-time study, it was found out that improvement of emotional intelligence individuals with a problem-based problem-focused coping more than emotion-focused coping. However, in our study, both emotion-focused coping and problem-focused coping had a positive relationship with cognitive relationship with emotional intelligence. So, overall conclusion is improving emotional intelligence we recommend enhancing this vast area by further research on emotional intelligence and cognitive among skills in behavior lecture and we also explore another factors which are affecting cognition among medical also we think that the impact of workshop should help impact the emotional intelligence as well as the cognitive. Next I would like to ask the dean and the staff of faculty and medicine for helping us to do this research and especially population and everyone who participated in our research.
Thank you. Our next presenter, Mr. H.N.E. Ukiachi, will now present their research on stress and anxiety levels among second-year students in different faculties of the University of Therapy. The floor is yours. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Sanjay Researchers. I'm HMP Technology from both the team of CNR and 1919 batch. Today presenting our research project on stress and anxiety levels among second year students in different faculties of University of Therapy. Before moving further, I will introduce some terms that appear in and in our presentation. Stress is the state of body or mental tension caused by a difficult situation. Anxiety is long-acting emotion characterized by feelings of tension, body thoughts, and physical changes like increased blood pressure. So, when we talk about the prevalence, it globally more than 1/4 having anxiety, and stress it is even more than 36% having stress. When you talk about local prevalence, it is much less than the global prevalence, but they are lying numbers. So, this is a huge health issue we should address. So we found that response to stress varies among individuals. We found that university students has a vulnerable group with their workload, other issues like financial issues, relationships, social problems, and they are a vulnerable group because this is the age that they adapt to a new life and they are getting more responsibility. So we found them as the vulnerable group. So we found difference between faculties because different faculties has different academic workload and different schedules. So our study involves to analyze stress and anxiety in different faculties of University of Maryland considering their distinct cultural patterns and other aspects factors. So, our objective was to measure the levels of stress and anxiety and to identify factors associated with stress and anxiety. So, we did a descriptive cross-sectional study with an unlimited performance. We recruited secondary and medical arts and management students to cover a wide variety of academic schedules. This did simple random sampling using their registration numbers, using a random number generator. We got 167 medical students, 139 participants, and 316 participants. We gave them a Google Form-based online questionnaire in all three languages. We used a depression, anxiety, and stress scale 21 to assess stress and anxiety. I will explain about that in later. And we used spaces 26 for statistical purposes. We got several predictive variables from our interview. We divided them into academic-related factors and academic-unrelated factors. Our outcome variables were stress and anxiety levels. So this is the depression anxiety specific scale. Sorry for the top slide. We'll explain what are the important points in this slide. There are 7 questions each for depression, anxiety, and stress. We omitted the depression part, but was not in our objective. We got only anxiety and stress questions. So in this scale, we get not only levels of stress and anxiety, but also the severity of the stress and anxiety, normal to extremely severe range. So moving to results, we got around 40% having stress overall. These are the numbers. I will explain about the important point in this table later. And in the anxiety, we got around 55% having anxiety, ranging mild to extremely severe. And these are the numbers. And when we talk about the factors associated with stress, in faculty of medicine, they have problems with assignments and inadequate study routine and poor grades in exams, though they work hard, and language barriers. They are related to academics and unrelated to academics. There are no significantly associated factors in all. In faculty marks, there are several more factors like problems with assignment, too much lectures, poor grades, and not having enough time in extracurricular activities, language barriers, lack of resources. They were the academic related factors. And academic unrelated factors, they were problems of chronic illnesses, self or someone close relation with chronic illnesses, and recent rejection by glucose. And in the faculty of management, those are similar to arts and associations. In the anxiety, faculty of medicine has said problems with assignments and grades, and again, there were more significant as a factor in academic unrelated to the faculty of medicine. In the arts faculty, there are also stress associated factors for associated anxiety and in perceived obesity. That they think that they having obesity and overweight and getting anxiety. And in faculty management, their associations more or less similar to stress association for anxiety. So we take cover conclusions as highest levels of stress and anxiety were in medical faculty and lowest levels of stress in art faculty, while lowest levels of anxiety in management faculty. When we talk about the severity, majority of the stress students are in mild to moderate range in overall, while in anxiety is severe to extremely severe range. So we took our conclusion that there are several factors, several different factors associated with several different faculties. So especially could not find any unrelated academic factor association with medical faculty with stress to anxiety. So that brings us to the end of our presentation. And this presentation emphasizes the necessity of further actions and further researches regarding this condition as well as high prevalence. So these are references, and we would like to acknowledge our VC, all deans of Faculty of Medicine, Arts and Management, Dr. Himani and our supervisor, and all the academic staff in the Department of Medicine for the assistance and that representatives to send all participants from each faculty. Thank you.
last 21 question was validated, madam. They have three parts of our question. Part A, B, C, A, B, and C. In the part C, there was the last 21 identification. In part A and B, we used our interview and took several factors that associated in part A, introduction, age, gender, and in the part B, those associated factors we found in the interview, we attended them as questions. And we will leave the pre-test using our 1819 batch to confirm that they understand in the question part B and part B. I think I will recommend madam in this regarding this research to do a cohort study or observe several students and do an intervention like giving some assistance to their in reviewing these factors and observe that whether they relieve their stress or anxiety and find the causation of these factors as well, because this only says about association.
Yeah, just to clarify, uh, can you give your objectives, please? So here you say identify factors associated with stress and anxiety. What was the method for that particular?
We use SPSS 21 high score is test of independence to assess factors associated with stress and anxiety levels.
How did you identify the particular specific factors? Was there a qualitative component also also?
Yes, madam. In the part B of our questionnaire, we added those factors, madam, these factors, predictive variables, and as the questions, whether you have enough time to do assignments and likewise. And after the answers, we
So how did you come up with these factors? Was it this standard questionnaire or it was this?
no, but there were studies done on universities in global and as well as in Sri Lanka. They have found that these factors are associated with this. So we got these factors from those studies.
Okay, thank you. Because just to add, there might be specific things for Sri Lanka students.
Yes, madam. There were studies done on current faculty and ADU and as well as AHS faculty in PERADENIYA as well. They have found those factors we and
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Our final presenter for this session is Mr. Gian Echanasa, who will be rendering the presentation on prevalence of depression, anxiety, stress, and its association with substance use among medical students of the University of Pennsylvania.
I'm Professor and we have conducted our research under we have conducted our research under prevalence of depression, anxiety, stress and association with substance use among medical students of the University of Kerala. So, as the introduction, these are the definitions of depression, anxiety, and stress. So moving on, using numerous studies, we have they have demonstrated that substance use have been prevalence of substance use have been increased in recent years, and also they have recently made significant adolescents and early adult, and also in some researchers have found that regular students have a higher prevalence of these conditions compared to the general population. Whereas medical students who are young adults and also having higher stress levels during their children, they are vulnerable for substance use. And also, there are a significant number of studies in prevalence of depression, anxiety, stress, and also the prevalence of substance use. But the studies connecting these mental disorders and substance use were limited. And also, out of those studies, also they were limited to Western countries, and we found a lack of studies in South Asian region. So these factors paved the way to do the research on this topic. So our general objective will be to assess the correlation between substance use and depression, anxiety, stress. Under the current medicine of PERADENIYA. Under that, we identified different types of substances used on and also differences in substance usage in different batches, and also differences in substance used between male and female population, and also to identify association of substance use, stress, and depression and anxiety. Our research is with a descriptive cross-sectional study which was conducted in faculty of medicine, University of Kerala, and we used a stratified sampling method, and our sample included a total of 595 students. And we collected data using a Google Form-based online questionnaire, which also included depression, anxiety, stress, scale, which was called as DAS-21. And we analyzed the data using some of the software. So this is the DAS-21 scale, which have been sequential questions for category scoring system. And out of the total 10.7 individual, they were categorized to various stages, various stages of depression, anxiety, and stress separately. Regarding the coming to the results, so this graph shows different types of substances that were used by the students, that were used by the students, and also that are currently being used. So you can see a clear decline in the current substance usage. And here, the difference of substance usage are different levels. So our population, anything from 5% not using any substances, and also there will be increasing seniority, there is a slight increase of more substances, and also out of the substances, and also we're using alcohol, which is 16.97, and also tobacco and marijuana, and most substances. When there's an alcohol and tobacco, not much difference can be identified between them. However, in most junior levels, the alcohol is substance mainly while considered other substances like marijuana and cannabis, that is slightly higher prevalence in teenagers. So, the difference between male and female is the substance usage. So, mathematical indicators not using any substance. Out of that, female participants had more individuals who are not using any substances compared to male. Among male females, most widely used substance was alcohol, while female, they only 4.6% were using alcohol. Usually, best other than alcohol usage, usage to other substances are very, very minimal. So, association between substance use and stress. We found that the association between substance use and stress to be significant for the findings. And also, similarly, the association between substance use and depression also came as significant according to our findings. And we also association between substance which are anxiety. Here, both non-substance users and substance users majority were having extremely severe anxiety levels. So comparatively, there's no increased prevalence of anxiety in substance users compared to non-substance users, but altogether there was high prevalence of anxiety in our study population. So conclusions were like the most used substances were alcohol, tobacco, and cannabis, and we have found much change in the pattern of substance use throughout academic years, and also no significant association with prevalence of stress, anxiety, and depression with substance use. So our recommendations are, we found that anxiety, depression, and stress remain prevalent issues within our academic. We encourage to continue to provide comprehensive mental health support and resources for our students, and also to encourage students to engage in sports and recreational activities, and also provide them proper feedback in studies. And also, regarding the substantial number of male students who are using substances, it is better to from health education programs to use their associated substances. And also, you can it's good to initiate longitudinal studies to switching substance use patterns and the status of the medical undergraduates who have extended period. These are the indications of our study. Thank you. And I get the privilege for allowing us to conduct this research, and also our study participants and also our supervisors. Through WhatsApp, that we got that if we are emailing we know they are knowing just they are feeling the question in our literature we found that there is significant association between substance use and these mental disorders. But however, in our study, we could find that significant association between that we are trying to release the information to some stigma or weight of data going there. That was the major indication of Thank you. We kindly request the speaker to please remain on stage to receive the certificate from our judges. We cordially invite Dr. Deepti Edisuriya to award the certificate. Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. Now, we kindly invite Dr. Nilanda Balasuriya to present the rest of the certificates. We kindly request the remaining presenters to join us on stage in speaker order to receive their certificates. And that concludes the first session of oral presentations of PEMSA 24.
We would like to extend our gratitude to our chairperson and our judges for overseeing this excellent session.
Thus, we kindly invite Dr. Hilali Amartoka to come up on stage along with our session's chairperson and judge to award the certificate. We kindly invite Conservative Legislature and Dr. Nilanda Balasuriya to come up on stage.